Hey guys, it's Will here coming at you with a video. Sorry if the microphone's too loud or whatever have you, but we're doing this sort of hodgepodge. Streaming cameras are back on desktop users, but they're not directly editing, capturing from the camera. So the resolution may look a little wonky, but here we go. That's the little starter up of this message, but yeah. Welcome, fellow viewers. This is the, usual yearly recap that all YouTubers and streamers gotta do. If you want to get straight into it, I'll probably, if I remember to, put a time lapse or something down there in the video, or have you whatnot. As you can see, I am armless. VR finally died like last year, so we are a desktop potato in this chair, and I can go. But yeah, so anyways, if you guys don't want to hear this, skip to that. But I want to say all to you who've watched this, who've been here, that actually subscribe and stuff. Check your subscriptions. YouTube's doing the thing again. But two, thank you so much for being here. Quadrupled our subscribers this year, which was insane. I don't expect there to be much. If you guys just subscribe just to be friendly and just to, subscribe because you liked the video, that's okay with me. I don't expect this YouTube to be big, but I am trying a little, and that's good enough for me. So I want to say from the bottom of my heart so much thank you guys for being here through the highs and the lows, going through all the stuff that I've been going through, plus the videos I've been trying to make and the ideas I have while not being able to fully release them and stuff. I just appreciate that so much. So getting right into that thing, my heart, my soul, we're going to get right into some of the things here. If you haven't seen how I do these, check out my last one from last year. The kind of go over stuff that I've recorded. So a lot of these will be just from the videos I've done on my channel, but I've added some other things here and there that I may have not done that I like to talk about. So yeah, we kind of just go through all the stuff that I've done, talk about favorite things, stuff coming out, news and all that, and we just kind of go through our channel growth and what we kind of want to do in the future. So starting with what I expect I want to see for the channel. Wine over here. I wish I could have some of that. Starting with what I want to see going forwards on the channel here is I do really want to start that that video project where I do intro into wargaming. I'm really trying to push that. I have different armies available that I could record with, so like epic scale, large scale, skirmish size. I have a bunch of that stuff painted up, so I can start doing that. That's going to be a New Year's project just because with life, we're in the overtime era until the new year, so I don't have any free time at home to do anything that is not cleaning or keeping the animals alive. So there is that, so keep an eye out for that in the future. Hopefully I'll have some channel art for thumbnails and stuff for that. The other stuff I've done is basically all done. I got all my goals made. We're still waiting for the Apex board game. They've pushed it back by 2 months due to the fact that, when you live by Russia, shipping things to you is really hard to do. So they have to do it by boat now instead of by train, which the train would be 2 to 3 days instead of a month. Even though, from what I've heard from friends and stuff, that they could have just shipped straight from the warehouse that is making the items. Everything is boxed, everything is palleted, it's all ready to go. But they're not shipping it straight from the distributor or the producer. They're getting it sent to their warehouse, and then they're going to send it out. So I don't know why in this sort of era why they don't just ship directly from the distributor. But that's a them thing. So going here, that's kind of the channel updates. So let's get right into the stuff. So starting off with the most important thing here is the most viewed video of the year. So this is the video that I made, and maybe I didn't expect it to do well or anything, but this is the video where you guys watched the most, and I am grateful for. Surprisingly, but not surprisingly at the same time, I didn't think it would be the most viewed, with the second one actually being the second most viewed video being a surprise to me, which was the Bedford truck from the Plastic Bedford that was released alongside 3rd edition Bolt Action, which should be up there if there's a little preview playing. But in first, it was the Warlord Mega Blind Box, the World War II special. Shipping up there. Look at there. There's Callum. Look at him looking at stuff. That one was surprising, but also kind of cool. I hope they do more of these boxes where they choose different historical periods. So maybe they do like a Napoleonic era / Black Powder era. Then like next is a World War II, and then, you know, sci-fi. But having blind boxes that were like themed was definitely a way to go. The blind boxes that they used to do back in the day were cool, but unless you were a huge Warlord fan or you were playing multiple different games, you got a bunch of stuff that you didn't need, and you're just going to sell off anyways. So them doing the thematic boxes were definitely a good choice, along with they still kept the random blind boxes that were cheaper. Going into our next, we have my favorite, not necessarily, you know, statistic-wise favorite, but my personal favorite review video I did. So this could be video games, books, RPGs, box sets, models, stuff like that, cups. Most favorite one I did, this was tied between the Conquest stuff, Conquest up there if I have it, Conquest, Last Argument of Kings better than Age of Sigmar, the Nuts Bolt Action 3rd Edition box that I did with Callum, / you know, the Octon Panzer, like the Warlord games where it's like Octon Panzer, or the Bolt Action box that I did with Callum, just because it was fun to do stuff with him. And Judgment, the Eternal Champions, with Judgment Eternal Champions just beating Conquest, the Last Argument of Kings for first place for favorite review video for this year. Which last year my favorite thing and / video was the Tales from the Red Dragon Inn. So I really liked that video. But so this one is this year's best one. So woo. So that's favorite video or favorite review. Going into the next one here, this one's a new topic I believe for this one, or maybe I could be wrong, but we're looking at favorite starter set or box set. I was rambling, sorry, I'm back. So this is basically things that are more than, like, it's bundles basically, or stuff to get you started into a specific thing, not necessarily like buying each individual item separately. You get it all together thematic wise or start to play wise. And that was the Conquest 2-player starter set, the City States versus the Nords. The value in that box set was, again, this is all the stuff that I've personally reviewed or I purchased, and I basically boiled it down to what videos I've done for it, so I can have B-roll and stuff playing here, and as you hear me talk. But the 2-player starter sets from Conquest, now I really like bolt actions. I did the Island Assault box set was definitely in second for this. I really liked it. If you want to check that out, it was the Japanese versus US Marines box set for bolt action with some extra stuff. So pa-chow up there. It'll be a title card or the actual video. But yeah, that was competing for first. But yeah, the 2-player starter set for Conquest was just such a good deal. So far, all the box sets I've seen them ever make are models that you will buy or want to play with, just because either they're cool or they're actually really good rules-wise. So the starter set that was the City States actually had like models for both, because I play both armies, or if I put them together, I have a 2,000-point army that's themed in a lore that I've written for it. So it had models that I want to use. It came with the Spear Guys for City States. It came with a giant, the Mountain Giant, Bow Chosen, and Huskarls for Nords. Of course, more Murder Cows for City States. Plus, you know, they're 2 iconic characters. So that was great. And then if you are new to it, it came with 2 starter books. It came with 2 rule books. So each player got like a full rule book. Plus, you know, your bases, your stands, your measuring, you know, wooden measuring stick thing, dice, all that stuff. Actually, I don't think it came with dice, but it came with everything else. And a little map and stuff. So that was neato, and I really liked it. The other really starter set I really liked was the Octon Panzer starter set. That was a really good one. I can't remember. I think that came out this year. I think it did. Yeah, because our battle report was for it. But anyways, which is, I guess, side quick release. Best, because I only have one, so best battle report of the year. The Octon Panzer battle report, where I play a game against Callum, using the starter box models that I painted up. So, yippee, I just thumbs up and you guys can see it. Okay, going on to our next. Now this is one I didn't review on the channel. I think I streamed it on Twitch at one point. Yeah, I did stream it on Twitch. But, favorite video game that came out this year. Alan Wake doesn't count because it was just like a remaster. But, it was a tie between Alone in the Dark, the remake of it, and this one, but Space Marine 2. Space Marine 2 was definitely the... I do have a video for that. I'll have to go download it and I'll put up here. I did a short video on the review of it. But yeah, Space Marine 2, best video game of the year in my opinion. From what I've played. And then lastly I have written down here is favorite model. So this is the... yeah, out of all the stuff I've reviewed, bought, purchased, my favorite model that I got this year was... Shubing. I keep... It's mirrored. Favorite model this year was the St. George model from Conquest, the Founders exclusive 100 Kingdoms model. Now, as of this recording, the person who I commissioned to get it painted is finishing it up. Stuff happened in life that I will not talk about / I don't know about, so I will say nothing. But got in communications and work on it has continued. So hopefully in the new year, once everything's chillaxed, I will get the model back and I will show it off to you guys, which I have been working on that Fox Dancer model that I had commissioned this year from that 3D printer lady, Freya Fantasies. Highly recommend checking her out. She has a YouTube page, all that stuff. If you need anything high quality printed and even painted too, and you want a statue that you found online, definitely check her out. She's good for her pricing for what you get. And I have pictures of it being worked on, which I'm going to be gluing it together here tonight. All built, all base painted, and then we're going to get into the washes and layering and lighting and stuff. So if you guys want to see what that looks like, definitely check out my Twitter, which will be down below. And you guys can see the uncensored sort of this workspace pictures. Because, you know. So, going into anything else I can think of, I really liked the... oh yeah, my RPG review series I've done. I know I've kind of slowed down on that because, you know, not a lot of RPGs I'm getting anymore. But Iron Claw, I did that. One of my favorite ideas for an RPG system. That's really good, so take a look on that video. And then lastly, my favorite book that I read this year has to be... I didn't get to read much, so it's kind of easy choosings. But it was the fan-made book called Off the Mark. It was a MLP-based fan fiction that is printed on Amazon. Decent quality. It's got art in it. It's got well-spoken, I guess is the word, book for being a fan fiction. Now, there is parts in it where I'm kind of like, man, you can clearly tell this was a brony from, like, you know, 2012. The amount of, like, adult-y, mature subject matter, that's the word that people use for warnings and stuff. In it, that just kind of flashbangs you, and it's like, come on, man. It was going well. It felt like this could have been an MLP side story that, you know, like that fan animation they did with all those different freaking call-outs. It felt like it could have been a fan episode, and then you slap me with, oh, a freaking, you know, freaking the main character turns into a Celestia because of Poison Joke, and now we're going to do a underwear freaking runway show. It's like, what the fuck, man? Why? And then it just goes back into being normal and actually, like, what-ifs and stuff, and using knowledge of the series to properly, you know, like, lay out the timeline so it fits with the show without being too much of a rewrite. So it's been a roller coaster of emotions and emotional flashbangs, but it has been actually a pretty decent read, and I highly recommend checking it out if you're an older fan of MLP and maybe you didn't really like G5. You just want to check something out. Recommend it. It was only like $15 to buy a printed version of the book, and it's like 500 pages, so yeah, check it out. Thank you so much for checking out this video. This has been the year review. If it's too short, I'll probably have B-roll of all the videos playing here in the background. And if you guys have any of things that you liked, your favorite videos that I've done, or anything like the categories I had, so maybe favorite videos you saw or you made, or favorite models that you worked on, books you've read, games you've played, let me know down below, and we'll see what you guys have done. So with that, guys, hope you have a Merry Christmas and a New Year, good New Year at least. If not a Merry Christmas or family issues and stuff, I'm here for you. So, you know, we'll be Christmas buddies together. And we will see you in the new year with hopefully more of the School for Gaming and a finished dancer model. But yeah, we will see you there. Bye-bye. Merry Crimbus. Happy Chrysler. Wah. Run away. Run away.
Baja Blast! Ah!